So it turns out it may not be a UFO after all. Let's see, and you guys let me know what you think. I think we're looking at a major find. These massive boulders hold structures on top of them and on the sides of them. We'll zoom in very close to this supposed UFO that I thought it was, and wait till you see what I found. Enough to know that there are objects or structures there that don't look natural. Don't worry, this is only a short section about this object. We'll get straight to the great footage that I caught during January. When you zoom up to this object that looks like a UFO from afar, it looks a lot bigger than even a structure when you zoom in. Watch. And notice the structures or forms that are on this spherical object. Crystals, you could see all at the back. Colors. Finally, I am going to be able to give coordinates to that famous black tower I showed that has these structures or white material formations on it. This is in the southern highlands, and you will see here we will pan right beside Clavius crater, the very intriguing crater that has several formations on its center from big to small. We can see it right here. Now look at the massive black line we're coming up to on the surface of the moon. What is it? Unnatural. It could be a natural ridge line. Of course, if we're far out, the ridge line will look closer, and the closer we get in, it will distort more. From far, we see things straight sometimes. But at this length, thousands of kilometers, wow, I don't know. And look at the rock up close there. We'll call it a rock. These domes or rocks or vessels or that look like they have cities on them, or I don't know what they are. Now let me introduce you to a type of structure or installation I see all the time, and I'm sick of seeing it. Everyone thinks they're craters. Look at these two installations back to back. A round dome that looks like a crater with a tunnel at one end. There's these anomalies on the left, white anomalies, and I'm going to show you here a quick pan that they go farther, far farther, way further than Plato Crater.
Check it out.
So much to mention. I'm even letting some go by. I'm just sinking it in slowly, guys. Here's another anomaly. What is this? Lip, neck, or stretch that's sticking out of a hole? It's like it's Easter every day on the moon. I'm always finding Easter eggs hiding. When I go on the moon, it's an Easter hunt I do. I look for eggs. Look, when we get up to the clearing, what's at the end? Gosh, it's magnificent. Don't know what it is, but it's magnificent. Magical egg. Look on the left. The one on the left is lit. I'm extended pretty much. I'm at 800 zoom here, 700 maybe. And what's happening is that I'm at the end of the moon, and the moon is also oscillating at the very end. With the factor of the 800 zoom, we're seeing some of the effects, so it's always hard to get it straight. And every time I'm in this area, I'll get a bit of a shake. A couple weeks ago, during the beginning of the holidays, I posted a video of Clavius crater. We're coming up to Clavius crater, one of the closest views you'll ever seen it, or I've ever seen of it. I was able to get this. But why do they call it a crater? It's not a crater. NASA said it was an optical illusion, seeing that Clavius crater was a rock on the surface, that it's actually inverted, and due to oscillation, we see this. I particularly disagree with this and notice that the shadows, in effect, are coinciding with the towering objects. Looking at the other objects everywhere else in the same surrounding overhead view, you can see that the shadows of mountains, while the craters are doing the same thing, the shadows are on the exterior of the mountain. They are not in the craters. And we are right now looking at Clavius crater. There's another crater to the right of it, which is actually a humongous dome tower. I don't get it. How can people believe that they're craters? I'm looking at a castle. What the heck? I remember watching Telescope for the first time. I was fascinated. I must have watched at least 40 hours of it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a part of Monday. And I remember saying to myself, why don't they just stop moving and focus on an area? The moon is moving. When they say it's locked in place due to tidal locking because of the tidal waves here and the pull it has on the effect of the gravity. It doesn't mean that it doesn't move, and it moves a lot. And you can see here my telescope is not moving at all. It's dead in place. And the moon, I'm trying to run after this area. Now here is an exceptional view, okay, of an installation that is closest to Earth. Bridges leaving, massive bridges leaving these installations, pathways. You could see all the symmetrical objects in unison. There's more than one that are the same objects. You can see and tell. This is an impressive view of an installation on the surface of the moon. Closest to Earth, when you look at the moon, the first thing you see on the bottom is this installation. Seeing this as a proof, whether you are skeptical or not, you now have to believe that something or someone is on the moon, because this cannot form itself naturally, and you know that. Music artist is Arbaz. The links are below, and the song titles also. The last song is by music artist Kevin MacLeod called Unwritten Return. Go to incompetech.com for more great music.